I've recently been watching The Expanse on Prime Video. I started watching this years ago when it first came out, back when it was a Sci-Fi channel show. Here in the UK it was on Netflix. I remember enjoying it, but struggling to keep up with what was going on. It's a deep show with a lot of details and layers and a pace that's relentless at times. I stopped watching it at the start of the season 3 because when that started, I was just completely lost. Anyway, it's 2023 now and I've been re-watching it with the intention of at least getting to the point at which it shifts over to being a Prime Video original. Right now, I'm just over halfway through season 3 and I'm really enjoying it. It's not perfect, it has flaws. The budget is probably the big one. Season 3 clearly has a bigger budget with bigger, more detailed sets and locations and slightly better CGI than what came before. The pacing is a bit of an issue as well, because when it was a sci-fi show, it had to stick to 40-minute episode lengths. I think if every episode was an hour long with a slightly slower pace, it would give the story and characters a lot more room to breathe. It would make everything a bit more realistic and believable, and it would allow the world and the characters to be fleshed out a little more. My hope is that when it becomes a Prime Video original in the next season, that's sort of what happens. But I'll have to wait and see. If that doesn't happen, it won't be a deal breaker for me, because as I said, it's a very enjoyable show regardless. The world and the universe is fascinating with some cool characters and scenarios. Where I'm at now, things are starting to get more and more fantastical, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. But it's a very grounded and realistic show for the most part, so I have faith that will explain things in due time. One of the more interesting things about the show is its structure. It's based on a series of books, but it's adapting them in an unusual way for TV. For example, halfway through season 3, it clearly shifts from one book to the next. It has what's essentially a season finale followed by a season opener right in the middle of the season. The same thing happened in season 2 as well. It's weird. Those episodes are good, they're exciting and fun and thrilling, but it does a weird thing to the pace, and in season 1 and 2, it meant that the season finales of those seasons did not feel like finales, because they weren't. Who knows if that's going to happen this season or not. It has a weird stop and start feel to it. In a way, I think it's a perfect show to binge watch because of that. Ignore the seasonal structure and form and treat it as an ongoing story. The problem is that it wasn't made to be like that. These first 3 seasons were made for weekly TV, not binge watching. So what made them decide to stick to this structure? Did they not want to flesh it out more? Did they not want to have a shorter season or a longer season? There are things that could have prevented this weird structure, but they didn't do them. It might be worth saying that I haven't read the books. I don't know how faithful it is to the books. I know there are, I think, 9 of them in total, meaning that not all the books get adapted into the show, because it ended with season 6. That has me a little concerned, but right now I'm enjoying the ride and I'm looking forward to what's to come. Fingers crossed it only gets better. I imagine Amazon will give it more money, so better special effects, better CGI, better sets are what I'm expecting. And that's all I've got to say about The Expanse right now. If you got a topic for Let's Talk, leave them in the comments and feedback down below and let me know what you think of The Expanse. Maybe answer some of the questions I've just laid out for you if you have the answers. And of course, subscribe to my channel for more content like this and follow me at _Grant Burton. Until next time though, thanks for watching.